Hello everybody, welcome back to another American Truck Simulator video. I'm Big LT. It kind of been a while. I wasn't burnt out or anything, just kind of want to take a break. Anyway, I got us a contract here to take us to Lufkin, Texas. If you guys live there, let me know if I got that right, or at least close to right. So we're going to be delivering raw milk from where we currently are in Socorro all the way to Texas. So basically New Mexico to Texas. As you can see, there's our route we'll be taking. Let's set our GPS destination. Now, before anything, I gotta double check this. Not convoy lobby. World map. Nope, okay, never mind. I originally had a waypoint for something, but I guess it's not there anymore. Alright, first things first, let me get the hell out of this. That's not it. Oh, get. There we go. Okay. Nope. Let me get that back on. That's not it. That's turning it off. You can tell it's been a while. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Alright, we need to go this way. Cars coming? Nope, we're good. We're safe to get out into the road here. On the road again. On the road again. Oh man, okay, so I will give you guys a little bit of an update once we are officially on the road with our raw milk that will be taken all the way to Texas. Our delivery. We got to get our pickup first. Speed limit is 35. We are going 30 right now. 31. Telling me I can go 65, I guess. Here's our destination. Oh, great. It's that place. Come on. Jeez, every car in the town's got to come this way. Alright. Let's get over here. Look for job. We're going to cargo market, and that's the one, the Socorro to Lufkin. All right, take the job. Oh, okay. See. Nope, I'm definitely overdoing it. Okay. At least I don't have to do this at night. I wouldn't be hardly able to see this. Hang on. I'm going to hit the barricade if I'm not careful. All right. Turn the engine off and let's fill her up. Alright. Trailer's ready. Let's go on our way to Texas. I'm going to wait for this car. My guys all rested up. We got fuel. Should be good to go. Stop here. Look over there. I can't see anything. Look this way. Not that there's anything to come that way, I guess, but still. Alright, this is going to be one hell of a video. Tell you guys that right now. You're in for a hell of a ride. And just because right here, media, photo mode, let's go ahead and take that thumbnail. Why not? We'll take this one. That might be one option. See if we can score another one later. Turn the blinker on. Start making our turn. Right up ahead is the highway. It's also right over here is where we had our rest, or my rest, and then I got the fuel over there at that gas station. All right. Goodbye, Socorro. Let us go to Texas. Oh boy. So, I've heard some things in the world of American Truck Simulator. One of the things is apparently a muscle car that you can be able to buy and, well, not buy, well, maybe buy. But you'll be able to ride around in the game. Whoop, going a little too fast. So that's one thing that they announced. They also announced, I believe it's North Dakota. So that's pretty cool. We're going to get North Dakota, which means hopefully the next state that they announce will be Minnesota. But I would imagine it'll be a while before that drops. And if it does, I'm hoping for Austin, Minnesota, possibly. It's currently where I'm living. Might be able to show you guys a little bit about the town if it's like big enough to actually explore. Alright. Go to merge. Here we go. On the road again. On the road again. Okay. Whew. Going east to Texas, everyone. So those are the only things I know about that are happening in the world of American Truck Simulator. Still no announcement of a console release, even though they have announced it for console. Obviously, people shouldn't be aware of that by now. I'm looking forward to it. My friend's looking forward to it. I don't see it releasing until next year in 2027 because of Grand Theft Auto 6, obviously. Gotta throw that in there. I've actually recently got back into the Forza Horizon games. I'm playing both Forza Horizon 5 on my PS5 and Forza Horizon 6 on my Xbox Series S. And I actually restarted my Forza Horizon 6 save. So for those of you that are still looking forward to the waifu racing videos, I am actually going to wait until the game comes out on PS5, to be honest. I've had a lot more, how should I say this? Basically, I felt like I wanted to record more waifu racing videos when the game was on 65. I'm going to put it down to 60 and get that. 59 is good. But with the fact that Forza Horizon 5 came out on PS5, I had a lot more reason to do the waifu racing videos on PS5 than I ever did on Xbox. And not to mention, I don't want any crashing problems to happen. Can we merge, please? Thank you, because this car might need to merge right into me. Might need to merge. I saw the car behind me. That would be pretty dangerous, but in real life, people are supposed to slow down so that way the merge can happen. But yeah, so waifu racing videos are now completely halted until Forza Horizon 6 releases on PS5. And once it does, that's when everything starts happening again for waifu racing videos. I've already got a few cars that I've already tricked out and I'm ready to use. Thing is that I haven't really gotten very far. Like, I just did the first Horizon Rush event, and that's where I left off. So, and I'm getting kind of low on money now. So now I kind of need to merge here so I can get to my exit. Okay, but anyway, I need to merge a little more again. Okay, or slow it down. Okay. So, I kind of need to get through the game again to get to that point where waifu racing videos can happen again. The only thing is, like I said, I need to be able to play it on the PS5. So, I will do what I can on there. I guess second speaking, what I was going to originally say, and I just remembered, I need to make some more money again on the games because I just used up a lot of my money. I used up a lot of my money to buy some of the cars that I've gotten already. So I'm going to have to do things like rivals and actual races and I guess whatever, you know, fill up the journal and whatnot. But anyway, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, or if I didn't, or if I was looking at this on my own time. I originally wanted to go to Laramie, Wyoming, and maybe see if I could buy a garage up there. And that is not going to happen because Laramie, Wyoming does not have a garage. But Cheyenne does. And I get why. I mean, I've been through Laramie. It's about the same size of Austin. So once Minnesota comes out, I doubt there's going to be a garage in Austin. I would be shocked if they did, but I think the closest thing they'll probably put a garage in for my general vicinity will be Rochester. Because Rochester is a really big city, and I could see them putting like an actual garage there and not have to put one in Austin. That's just my guess. If not, then I would imagine the Twin Cities, like either Minneapolis or St. Paul, whatever they said. I'd be surprised if they add both Minneapolis and St. Paul to the game. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, and also once Minnesota does release, I'm hoping to do maybe a bit of a road trip video for the time being. So basically my plan is kind of do something with Parker where we kind of do like a little bit of a road trip video, and we go through a little bit of Iowa into Minnesota, probably up to the cities or something like that, you know. So I'm thinking like start in Des Moines and then work our way up to the Minnesota border, going up. I think it's called Highway 63 because there's a town that's that's close by that Minnesota-Iowa border that I grew up in, but it's not in the game. Sadly, it's not in the game. Then again, it's a very small town, But trying to go from there, and then depending on the road, seeing if we can get over to Austin, Minnesota from there, maybe into Albert Lee, and then up to the cities, possibly. If I have to take another type of way to get around, if 63 doesn't have a road that goes straight over to Austin, maybe if we get lucky, it could be like a 63 up to Rochester, into Austin, into Albert Lee, and then up to Owatonna, and then up to the cities. Something like that. It is getting dark. What is my blinker button again? Yeah, there it is. There we go. Okay. Man, I need to start doing this on my own time because I'm starting to forget what buttons do what. And I am using an Xbox controller because I prefer it that way. I prefer playing on a console controller rather than a keyboard for PC gaming. Unless the controls for a PC gaming is simple. I do have TCG Card Shop Simulator on Steam as well, and I play that on keyboard. It's not too bad. Keyboard and mouse is not too hard to do. The same goes for Supermarket Simulator. I have that, and playing on a mouse and keyboard is not particularly too difficult as well. And these are two games I will probably bring to the channel at some point. But as of right now, I have no plans. I gotta get through some other Let's Plays. As of right now, I know I'm probably about a good 7, 8 to 10. I wouldn't say 10, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'll say 8. I'm pretty confident that it's going to take about 8 videos to finish Genshin Impact and the Zuma series, as of right now. Honkai, I am nowhere near done with that, with Penacony. I know I'm not going to be able to finish the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds because of the Year 2 DLC that has been announced. When did they announce that? Did they announce that back during the Summer Game Fest, or was that just a random drop? I can't remember, but I remember they announced it. And I was like, oh great, we're going to get a Year 2 thing. Because of course we are. And I got more, and I'll have to have more videos for that. I got to also play that game on my own time and get some extra unlocks and everything, get more stuff done. You know, go back to some of the tracks that I've already done for the channel, and then basically get other things unlocked for other characters and such. Even though I would love to continue to play as Miku, there are reasons I have to play the other characters. I know that for a fact. I also probably need to finish the Rivals, try to get those finished. What else have I know I've been done with Onechibara forever. I would say forever, but yeah, because the Z2 Chaos, that's the final Onechibara game I'm doing for the channel. I don't see myself doing Bikini Samurai Squad because I've never beaten that, and I don't know if I would be comfortable doing that one, because the very first cutscene, Aya's taking a shower and she's naked, and even though you don't see the actual main part of those things that you should be more concerned about, I'll just leave it at that. They do show her in the shower, so I probably wouldn't be comfortable playing that game for the channel. Not to mention, since I started doing Onechibara Z2 Chaos, once I was like halfway into the series, I got a thing from YouTube saying something about community guidelines and everything that I was not following or something. I was like, what am I not following here? I'm not doing anything different, not that I'm aware of. But I've always thought maybe it was because of Onechibara Z2 Chaos. So that is why I'm not going to do any more Onechibara Let's Plays from here on out. I've always wanted to get Z2 Chaos out there on the channel. Now that it's all been recorded, uploaded, all that such, I'm pretty happy with it. And then I know that after that, I've also got one video of Neptunia Reverse, and that's complete now. That's completed. I just needed to do the rematch with the normal ending as the actual ending. So I did that. So don't need to do Neptunia Reverse anymore. That final video is up and ready to go. It's been scheduled. I believe at the time I'm recording this, there's only like 3 episodes of Onechibara Z2 Chaos left to go. It's 14, 15, and 16. After that, it should be the Neptunia Reverse video. And then after that, it's going to be some like Pokemon Leaf Green and Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact and Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, you know, just to name a few things. And with the fact that I'm halfway through Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth now, because I think I'm on, well, technically speaking, I think what we're starting is chapter 12 now, and I gotta wait for Parker for that episode too. Well, 12 and 13. So I want to do 12 and 13 with her. Then I can do some Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth videos on my own, and then at a certain point, I want Parker to return for one more thing before I do the finale, which I will be doing with her again. So once it's the finale, that's when I'll have Parker join me for one last, well, I wouldn't say it would be one, it would be like 2 videos. It's going to be a 2-parter. The last chapter is going to be a 2-parter. I know this for a fact because it would just take, if we try to record that all in one video, it's going to take like 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's an estimate, by the way. That is an estimate. Oh, whoa. Road work ahead. Okay, we gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I saw the orange signs, that's why I got a little concerned. Okay. Okay, it's left lane needs to merge to the right, so I'm gonna let this guy merge here. I'm gonna let this guy merge. And he's not merging. Okay, he will. Go ahead. Okay. So there's some road work. Let's get through this as slow as possible. Even though you can probably go a little faster, I would imagine with road work you kind of have to slow it down a little bit. Alright, there's the end of the road work. Let us get that speed back up. So, anyway, so here's the thing. With Pokemon Leaf Green right now, at the time of recording this, yesterday, I was with Scotty Boy Rules, and we did 2 episodes of Leaf Green. The episodes took us through Mount Moon, and it was a 2-parter. I figured I wanted to do a 2-parter thing anyway, so. And now, currently right now I'm in Cerulean City. I do need to train my Pokemon before I continue the next episode, so to speak. So I'm thinking like with the next episode and everything, I'll probably be like, oh, you know, we'll go up north towards the Nugget Bridge, and then once we get past all that, then we'll go on our way to Bill. And then after that will probably be the battle with Misty. So that's like 3 episodes right there. We got another road work? Yep. Okay. What side needs to merge? Is it going to tell us? Yep. It looks like it's the right side. So we're going to go ahead and merge right now. You idiots! It just told you that there's 2 cars merged over to the right when they know darn well the sign said you had to merge to the left. That was funny. That's funny. Alright. Alright, we're through that now. Alright. I want to check the map and see if we made it into Texas yet. Nope, that's not what I want. World map. We are currently in Texas. We are currently in Texas. There's Amarillo. And then we have to go all... Next one will be all the way to Wichita Falls. Then Fort Worth. Then Huntsville. And then that's when we get to Lufkin. Alright. Still got a long journey ahead of us, so let's continue. Now, according to the game, in-game, not in real life, just so everybody's aware, we should be there in 10 hours. In-game time, not in real life. It's not going to take us 10 hours to get there, so don't worry. I have seen someone do a coast-to-coast video, and that takes like about 10 hours, but as far as cross-country like that, I'm not going to do that. And not to mention, it is a map. It's a map mod where all the states are available, and he went from Washington down to the Florida Keys. So that's something I'll never do for my channel. Even if it was like a live stream thing and it was on the PS5, I don't see myself doing that. So I gotta put it back down to 60. There we go. Okay. So I got 7 hours of energy right now. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. This truck is going a little slow, so I will start merging, and there's another truck right in front of him. Okay. My plan is to get a garage so I can hire a employee so they can start doing some things too. So Amarillo discovered. The Lone Star State, 1 of 20 for that achievement. So far as I know, the only things that have been announced so far for American Truck Simulator for states: North Dakota, South Dakota, Indiana, and British Columbia, which I think that's a Canada thing. So there's like 4 maps they have announced, and if they announce a 5th one before they release any of the other 4, my guess is it's gotta be Minnesota. I'll show you guys what I mean here. Just give me a second. Navigation, world map. Okay. So as you can see, they've announced this state over here. They've announced this one. We got everything here aside from Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota. And they said British Columbia, and I think that's up here somewhere. This is probably British Columbia up here somewhere. And then my guess is, here's the reason why I'm saying like British Columbia is getting announced, is because they got to be doing Alaska. They have to do Alaska. I think that's their only reason why they want to do Canada too, is just so we can get to Alaska. The only state that I don't see them ever doing is Hawaii. As sad as that may be, I would love to travel to Hawaii, but considering that's out in the freaking middle of the Pacific Ocean, I don't see any way to do that. Oh, I gotta take the thing off for a bit. I gotta bring it down to 55. There we go. All right. So I'm looking at the map. I don't know what the point is of those way stations that the gas stations are. I never figured that out. Because you have way stations out on the highway, and they'll tell you like, hey, pull over to the next way station for an inspection. But like, what's the point of having them at the gas stations if they're just if you don't have any reason to use it. I've always wondered that. We gotta merge. There's no cars beside us, so we can get over. I'm just gonna keep an eye out. No, we can do this. I don't need to merge in front of that car back there. And I probably made him stop a little bit. Because I thought it was just gonna be a single lane merge, but nope, there was 2 lanes. I hear a train. Oh, there it is, right over there. It's right over there, as I'm not paying attention to the road whatsoever. Hang on a sec, I got an idea. I know it's going to be at night. Photo mode. Actually, I think if I'm lucky, I could. Photo settings. Time of day, here we go. I'm going to do this. Change the time of day to morning. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. Gotta press A to confirm. Okay. A to confirm. All right. Back out of it. Okay. There we go. You know what? That will be the thumbnail because we got a train just sitting right there. Heck yeah. I'll go back to nighttime, sadly, because that's just how things work. Oh well. That's nice. I got a thumbnail with the train in the background. That is going to be so cool. You guys already know it because you've seen it. I don't know. I think one of the I think there's going to be thumbnails down the road when I do these videos, where I'll have the landmarks kind of out there. I don't know all landmarks in America, just the more important ones like Mount Rushmore, the Statue of Liberty, the St. Louis Arch. Those are like the only ones I can think of on the top of my head. I know we have probably access to it. I don't know if the Grand Canyon's in the game. I doubt it. Since I've not been to Wyoming, I don't know if Old Faithful, the geyser, is out there. Yellowstone. I don't know if that's there. And then, not to mention, I've been there, but I don't even know if the Devil's Tower is in the game either, if they have that in there. There is a camera icon in the spot where it would be at, so my guess is that it might be. I think it might be, I just don't know if it's officially there, is the thing. Okay, so Chicago has a Sears Tower. I don't even know if that's in the game. I've seen footage of Chicago, but I have not seen all of Chicago to actually have an opinion on whether or not that particular building is in the game. Not to mention, I don't even know what the Sears Tower looks like. I kind of do because of like Cruisin' USA back on the Nintendo 64, and those who didn't play the N64 maybe remember it as the old school arcade machines. Kind of like how Cruisin' Blast got an arcade machine before it even came onto the Switch. And then I did a Let's Play on that. And then there's also Cruisin' World, Cruisin' Exotica. Those are the only 4 cruising games that actually matter. Everything, the other cruising games from what I've seen are just terrible. There's like Cruisin' on the Wii, and there's like some cruising game on Game Boy Advance that thankfully I didn't know of. I think it's called Velocity? ? There's a lot of like cruising games in between the N64 days and then the Cruisin' Blast that were released on the Switch by Raw Thrills. So, and that's the thing, like, Cruising USA and Cruising World are my childhood games, considering I had those games first when I was an actual kid in elementary school. I didn't get Cruising Blast until I was like in 10th grade, I think, somewhere around there. So, I saw that the speed limit went up to 75, so I'm going to kick this thing up to probably 63 just to give myself some wiggle room. Okay, there's 63, get it on there. Got 4 hours of energy left, so I'm going to take a look at the map for a second and see where some rest stops are up ahead. There's one there. Next one won't be until way over there. I don't think I should risk that. And considering how much distance we have left compared to where we were. Huh. This is supposed to be 4 hours? 4 hours? 5 hours? I mean, regardless, we'll be there in time, so yeah. Let's go. We'll stop at the rest stop that's up ahead. Oh, wait. I think there's a way station up ahead. Yep. I was just talking about you a little while ago. All right. So we got to pull her in. All right, looks like right there. Okay. I don't even think I can get to that rest stop over there without going to this first. That's why I was looking at the one up ahead. So. All right. Oh, not in perfect technical state. Well, I'm sorry. I thought I was. I didn't upgrade it or anything. I wonder if it has to do with the damage. Okay, I gotta see behind me. I don't see anything, so we're good. Okay. Be more careful next time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, there is a resting right up there, but that's not the one I want to go to. Whoa, jeez. Okay, first off, almost didn't see this. Oh my god, this is one hell of a line of cars just sitting right here in one spot. We've been sitting there for a long time if we stayed in that one lane. I know the light's turning yellow, but I'm going through it. I don't have time to slow down, sadly. Okay, now it went down to 3. I'm definitely going to have to go to the next rest stop and sleep there. Oh, speed limit's 40. Got to be careful. Probably because I'm going through a small town. I don't think it's marked on the map or anything. Okay. We can do some more speed here. He's got 50. Now it's up to 75. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I almost didn't see those cars in front of me. And you guys are probably wondering, like, what were you looking at? I was looking at the radar, I believe. I was looking at the map. I'm going to merge here. I see that car's behind me, but he's fine. The reason why I want to merge over here is because the rest stop up ahead is where we're going to be. So if I miss this rest stop, I don't think I'll be able to make it to the next one before I need to sleep. So best rest at the next rest stop. All right, got her we're on cruise control. Here we go. I think it's up ahead right now too, because I think I see part of it on the one side, and I think there's another one on the other side. Blue sign, right? Yep, rest stop, next right. That's the one we want. That's the one we want. Okay, I would imagine this side is the trucks, right? Yep, trucks and RVs. We're going to sneak by these two guys right here. I know you're telling me I could stop there, but I'm not going to. All right, there we go. And 10 hours, that would take us to 1:50 p.m. That'll be fine. Let's do that. Let me get a drink here. All right. Let's kick it up. Let's go. Okay, so looking at everything again, I guess they're expecting the delivery in the next 18 hours, so we should be fine. It'll take us about 6 hours and 32 minutes to get there. Also, turn the lights off. There we go. Also, we're going to need to refuel at some point. We got a half a tank of gas left. Blinker on so we can signal everybody behind us that we're going to merge. Okay, we are good to merge. Here we go. Back on the road. Let me look at the map again because I want to see where a gas station is. There's one right there. We'll take it. We'll go to this one. I'll go ahead and mark it so I know that's where we're going. Might as well get our refuel before we continue. Well, I mean, we're continuing. It's just before we get any further is what I'm trying to say. If you guys got this far, ask me this question. Answer me this question. Should I do Euro Truck Simulator for the channel as well? Obviously, I won't do it for PC, but I could do it for PS5 once it releases on that console. Would you guys be interested if I did Euro Truck Simulator 2 for the channel on top of American Truck Simulator for both PC and PS5? And if you guys want me to do it for PC as well, I can look into it, but I would have to wait until it was on sale and I had a decent amount of money to consider it. Otherwise, like, I would have no interest in getting it right now. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I could probably, like, after I get done with this episode, I will check to see if it's on sale, and if the price is right, I'll consider it, depending on how much time that sale is left on it. I know they had a sale recently. I don't know if it's still active. If it's not, I'll wait until I have it. Until it's like a beginning of the month situation. I have some money. It's on sale. Buy it then. I hear train. I am sorry. I am very fascinated when it comes to trains. Trains are like one of my favorite things about. They're basically one of my favorite like modes of transportation is what I should say. Any kind of like train I actually love. Like if it was a passenger train, I would love to be on one. I know if I'm in a car and there's a railroad crossing up ahead and it's just telling me there's a train turn coming through, I get excited as all hell because I just freaking love trains. I've loved trains ever since I was a little kid. It's just something I've always loved in my life. When I first heard train, like the first time I heard the word train and the fact that it was a type of vehicle transportation, I immediately told myself I'm gonna love those kinds of things. I don't care what anybody says. I think that's the one thing I would always love. Hey, Wichita Falls! Here we are. We're in Wichita Falls now. I don't see the lanes. Okay, now I do. I don't like the coloring on this road. It makes it hard to see the lanes, so to speak. At night it probably wouldn't be a problem. It's just during the day it is. I gotta merge because that's an exit that we don't want to take. Okay. Wichita Falls. Here we are. We're not there yet. We still gotta go through more of Texas to get to where we need to be. I see the gas station up ahead. Okay, now I can start seeing. I'm seeing the lanes a lot easier now. Thank God. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to take this exit over here. No cars beside us. I'm gonna keep the blinker on because we also got to signal the fact that we're taking the exit. I think I can do this, right? Oh shoot, am I... Oh, this is a U-turn thing. Oh, this is stupid. I've never seen this before. Oh, we got trailer damage. Screw it, I'm gonna do something stupid here. If I get a fine, I don't care. Oh, that RV almost hit me. I did a stupid, but you know what? That's because I didn't know that was the kind of thing that existed. I'd never seen that kind of thing before. I was gonna say you're gonna go, but I guess you're gonna let me go. Okay. Those aren't the pumps. Those are. So I'm going to turn here. There's also a garage here. I think we can probably use that and repair our truck a little bit. It has taken some beatings and everything, so we could probably get some replacements on it. I was thinking about doing that in between episodes, but it's fine. Alright. Let's fill her up. We had a third of a tank left. Alright. She is full. $462. Okay. I'm going to go over here to this garage, this repair shop. We're going to repair our truck for a second. Vehicle confirmed. No, it's service. What am I doing? It's service. 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 Okay. Repair all. And repair all. Oh. Nah, it's fine. Confirm. Okay. So there's wear on the engine, wear on the gears. 10 on whatever this thing is. Does it tell me? Wheels. Okay. It's the wheels. Yeah, I want to replace those wheels. And replace these ones as well. It's a lot, but you want, it'll help. There. There we go. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Let's get back on the road again. Nothing coming. Yeah, those wheels needed to be replaced badly. We gotta stop here. Now let that truck go. Unless this other truck decided he wants to go too. No, but apparently he has to stop because that other truck's going. I don't know what they're doing. Go! You better stop, pal, 'cause I'm right here. I have the right of way. Okay. Making a turn. We're just gonna sit here? This is a stop, I would imagine. Yeah, it is. Okay. And yeah, that is a gas station, but as you can see on the map, we can't use it. Alright, we got a full tank of gas. We got 12 hours of energy left on us, 5 hours to get to our destination. We should be good to go for the rest of the way. It's just a straight shot to our destination. Let's do it! Okay, so another topic I want to bring up, and this is relating to American Truck Simulator for console. Once I get the game, I want to get a racing wheel. I already have one for PS5 and Xbox, but I want something maybe a bit more professional. But here's the thing. I don't even know if the game's going to have like wheel compatibility. I don't know if it will. If it does, great. I would love that, because that means I would get to practice learning how to drive, you know, so I can think about maybe I can get my driver's license. I can learn the rules of the road a bit more. Practice these things, you know. Especially if we get that, like, if we get the muscle car that I mentioned earlier, that classic one, I could take that out on the road and basically take like road trips all over the country. It's a thought, you know. And if I'm worried about, like, oh, I need to make money or whatever, I'll do that kind of thing once I hire an employee and have them be able to make money for me while I'm out on the while I'm out having a bit of a road trip kind of thing. You know, and that way once I have money, if I get another garage and I can get, you know, if I get like a semi and all that stuff, I can just swap it out or something. But that's a possibility. That's always a possibility. And that's the thing, like, I don't even know how much money I want to spend on a racing wheel. The one I currently have is well, for both consoles, the Ferrari Thrustmaster racing wheel. I think it's a 458 Ferrari, question mark. I wanted it because a Ferrari, one of my favorite car manufacturers, probably the favorite, and B, it's one of the cheaper ones. It is a cheaper one. The only problem is I can never figure out how to get the thing to work correctly. Hey, Fort Worth, awesome. I don't know how to get the thing to set up to the point where I feel comfortable using it for like the Forza games or whatever. For like Farming Simulator, it works fine the way it is, but for Forza, for Gran Turismo, I know there's like settings in there that I need to be able to get it to work correctly. I just don't know how to get out of that lane. I just don't know how to get it to set up correctly. I've even had a few friends of mine try to get it to work and they couldn't figure it out. So, and here's the thing, like, I'm comfortable with how this controls, with like how this steers. So, like, maybe merge again. Maybe the racing will be fine defaults on a game like this, but I won't know until it releases. Actually, I could probably drag one of mine out, probably for the Xbox, and see if I can, because I think this game does have wheel compatibility on the PC. The only question is whether or not it's going to have it on console. Oh, hang on. There's lag. There's. Oh shoot! Don't tell me you're going to crash on me. Don't tell me you're going to crash on me. If you do, that's going to suck. Ah, come on. All right, 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I don't know where I am. Let's take a look on the world map. We went through Fort Worth, if I remember right. So we kind of got to go through it again. Yeah, because... Oh, God. Because that's the rest stop we took, wasn't it? Why is it... It's probably telling me to U-turn for some dumb reason. No, that's the rest stop we took. Okay. Wichita Falls, okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna resume from where the game left us off, I guess. Also, you got to see what my PC wallpaper is. It's Blue Archive. It's Shiroko, Sarika, and Hoshino in their swimsuits, because I wanted that picture for my wallpaper because, you know, it's my summertime wallpaper. I figured, you know, why not have something relating to summer? So I figured have Sirocco, Sarika, and Hoshino in their swimsuits. Not like I can edit it out. I'm not going to be able to edit it out. Don't worry. It's all going to be one video. Don't worry. It's fine. All right. Let's hope we don't have that issue again. I don't know why it crashed like that. If it does it again, that's going to be worrying to me. There's Fort Worth rediscovered. Rediscovered Fort Worth. Thank you. Alright. Okay, 60. Put it on the cruise control. I'm going to have to merge because I remember the lanes up ahead were merged lanes once we got through these turns. Go over here because that lane's going to be a merge too once we get further down. The only thing I can think of is maybe it's an area situation. So let's hope not, and it was just the game crashing or something. Because truth be told, my PC's not 100% built for this game. It runs for the most part. It does have its like crashing issues. The last time I had that was up in California, and then once I got like the new maps and everything, it stopped doing it. All right, coming up to the spot again. Let's see if it happens. If we can get through this. Right around here, was it not? I guess we got through it just fine. Yeah, it probably just the game crashed. That was all it was. It had nothing to do with like a area of the map or something. Well, maybe up ahead here, maybe? No, because we're coming up to... Okay, we need to merge. We gotta take this exit. Yeah, okay, we're past it. We're past it. We gotta slow down because this is gonna be a very... It's not a good thing to go through at a certain speed. Even if the traffic looks like they can do it, doesn't mean we can. But anyway, so here's the thing. I actually want to do more simulators for the channel. I originally wanted to do Police Simulator. That still stands. I do want to continue that. Though the actual videos that I've done that for are no longer on the channel, I do want to do it as kind of like what I'm doing with American Truck Simulator, where, you know, just hop on it, do a shift, you know. But I'm gonna have to play through the game again until I can get just about everything unlocked. Once I get everything unlocked, just base game type stuff unlocked. Yeah, I can always like hop on, do a shift, go from there, see what we can do. And I'll try to mix it up too. I'll try not to do I'll try not to like make it one thing, like major accidents, minor accidents. Hey, we discovered Dallas. I need to merge. You know, I'll probably do some other stuff like, oh, catch the most wanted criminal, or do some parking meter type stuff, you know, just kind of take a chill or something. Heck, maybe just do some speeding, you know, catch speeders for the day. You know, just kind of mix it up. And then, you know, the farming simulator, I would love to do some farming simulator videos as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to do 22 or just stick with 25 right now, as that's the current version that's out at the time. Speaking of 25, actually, I guess anybody has been living under a rock for the past few days. They showed some more gameplay of the alpaca and the beans and alpaca, I think it's what's called, DLC. Hang on, I gotta merge. I'm gonna miss my... This is the... Yep, this one. Okay. Oh shit, I gotta really slow down. This is not the kind of turn to go through at full speed. Okay. So yeah, the beans and alpaca DLC. They showed some more gameplay. They showed some gameplay of placing down the coffee beans. And I approve what they did for that. I highly approve. We're gonna go to another way station? We just did that. Probably because the game crashed, I guess. But anyway, So yeah, I approve. Wait, is this is, yeah, it's gotta be. This is so confusing. So I approve what they did. They showed gameplay where all you have to do is like, it's a similar thing what they did with the rice, where you just draw around the field and it auto places it for you. I approve that so much than what we currently have with the oh, thank you for your cooperation, have a safe journey. See, obviously we're doing something right. If this guy says we're doing a good thing, if he says that we're fine, the other way station doesn't even know what they're talking about. Oh jeez, that guy came up on me pretty quickly. I couldn't even see him. We want to take this back onto the main road. That was kind of a confusing way station. I'm not gonna lie. Anybody coming? Nope, we're good. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm excited for October for that DLC. My friend in Northern Ireland is probably more excited than I am because he's a caffeine addict. He loves coffee. So I don't blame him. But here's the thing. Giants may have accidentally slipped something else into their little gameplay sneak peek, because now it looks like they showed off something that maybe they weren't supposed to show off quite yet. And it's bananas. I knew that we were going to get bananas because the thing is, I heard somebody mention that, oh, in their little teaser or whatever for their official artwork, they showed bananas in the picture. And we only knew we were getting coffee beans and alpacas. That was the only thing they mentioned. But the fact that they mentioned that we were getting more crops proves, without a doubt, that yeah, we're also getting bananas. So, funny story about me and bananas. When I was a baby, my mom could not get me to eat any baby food at all. Any kind she bought for me, apparently I would spit out or I just would refuse to eat. Unless it was banana baby food. It was the only one. She told me, both her and my grandma both confirmed to me, when I was a baby, I only ate banana baby food. That was it. My mom had to clear the shelf, the entire shelf of the banana baby food. Every time she had to go shopping for baby food, that's all she would get, and she would clear the entire shelf of it just because she knew that was the only one I was going to eat. Now, these days, as I've gotten older, as a kid, and as an adult, as a teenager, sure to swap teenager and adult, but you know what I mean. Since my baby days, I have not eaten bananas. I don't like them. Which is weird because when I was a baby, that was the only thing they could get me to eat. Now, I don't like bananas. I don't know if it was me as a baby thinking like, you've burnt me out on bananas so much that now I refuse to eat it and I don't like it. And that's why my taste buds have changed for that way. Or I never liked bananas in the first place, but because me as a baby didn't know any better, that was the only thing I was eating. The only thing is, like, the only argument I could say outside of that is that when I was in high school, my mom and I would always give my grandma Tootsie Rolls. She always said she loved Tootsie Rolls. So anytime we got Tootsie Rolls, we give them to her. Not that we didn't like them, we just knew she loved them. I love Tootsie Rolls, but I love Tootsie Fruities more. I like the flavored ones, most of them. But these days, my grandma doesn't want Tootsie Rolls anymore. She says we Tootsie Rolled her out. What? How many way stations do they want us to go in? We just left one! Alright. Let's do it. We gotta go into a way station. What is this? What even is this? Why do they want us to stop at so many way stations? Can't be because of the crash now. I think they really wanted us to go to all these way stations. This guy's probably getting his checked out. Yep, there's the marker. Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a safe trip. See, 2 of 3. 2 of 3. Also, I gotta turn the lights on. It's nighttime. I don't want to get a fine. Okay. I realized it was dark. I just forgot to turn the headlights on. By the way, we are almost to our destination. We have another hour and 14 minutes in the game before we reach our destination. I am sorry. I see that semi behind us. I'm going to pull her out right in front of him. Alright. There's our turn. There's our exit. Oh yeah, to follow us. Alright, I don't see any cars that way, I don't see any cars that way. How do I know? Because I would have seen their headlights. Nope. Once I wrap up this video, I'm going to have to take it to a gas station and a rest stop so I can figure out what job I want to do next time for you guys, which I might record that tomorrow in the morning before I have to live stream, that is. Because, yeah, it's Wednesday and I'm going to live stream on Thursday. By the time this is up, it's already happened. You guys have already seen the live stream. That would be the Sunrise Spring Home on Spyro Reignited Trilogy, the Spyro Year of the Dragon part of the game. Holy cow, you dumb idiot. That was dumb. He's lucky I wasn't going any faster than I was. Yeah, I do have a horn. Not that they even care. Not that they would even care. They don't care about me. I have to care about them, but they don't have to care about me. Sitting out here and out in the back roads. Time to take it nice and slow, even though the speed limit's 70 miles an hour and on a 2-lane highway or 2-lane road. It's not a highway, it's just a regular old road. It's a street. Keep it at 55. I don't trust going 70 down this road. If the traffic behind me don't like it, well, they're kind of stuck behind me anyway, so. Yeah, I know. I gotta look at my videos once I'm done with this too, for like 6 p.m. because I need videos up till Monday to actually say like I'm good. Now, technically speaking, I got videos for 6 a.m. lasting a good week right now, maybe more because I just did some tonight. But no, the 6 p.m. videos like with the shiny hunting and all that. Those are the ones that I need to make sure I got stretched all the way to Monday. I'm seeing something red in the distance. I don't know what that is. What is that? Road work. Okay. Now, it wasn't red, it was orange. That's what it was. Oh, we got that traffic light thing. Okay. Where is it? Where is that traffic light? Oh, I didn't see anything. I thought it was going to be more than that, but I guess not. Lufkin, here we are. We made it. We made it with one crash, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, I should be thankful it wasn't anything like Naked Girls, but still. I know better than that. Kinda. But I mean, as far as like on my computer, yeah, I know better than that. I'm not doing that. On my phone, on the other hand, that's a different story. Okay. Gotta stop. Traffic lights demanded. Nope, well, now we got a green light. We can go. Green light again. We can go. Unless it turns yellow. Nope, we're fine. Fine to go. Railroad crossing. I didn't see the bar on it. Unless the trailer blocked it from the guy in front of me. Alright. Just gotta turn here. Oh, jeez. Don't do it all again. Please don't. We're already here. Alright. We are going to do the backing in thing. It's going to be all the way over there. That's fine. We can make it work. We can make it work. Hopefully. It is nighttime. That is a downside. But because it's a building and everything, it's not like it's like that little construction thing that I hate. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. Back up. Back up. I know what to do. First off. Okay. Do that. Do this. You turn it around slowly. Hang on. Okay. All right. Now we back it in. Hang on a sec. Gotta straighten it out. Okay, give me a sec. All right, there we go. 909 miles, time taken 29 hours, 37 minutes, fuel consumed 133.6 gallons, made $35,331, 1,935 experience. Not bad. All right, hit continue. All right, I'm going to take a look at the jobs for a second. I'm going to look at cargo market. I'm not going to do anything, but I just kind of want to have an idea what there is. And what's this place called again? Hang on a sec. Just want to double check what it's called. Lufkin. Okay. Let's take a look and see if there's anything for Lufkin for a second. Hit that. I cannot see my keyboard because it is dark in here. That should be good enough, right? That's Luf. Yeah, but there's only Fort Worth, Texas to Lufkin. Okay. Whatever. Well, I guess that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching this American Truck Simulator video. I've been Big LT, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. You guys have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.